Rolling here. So let's see. Hello, everybody. I'm Rich I'm here to interview Sarah, but I'm going to tell you some stuff. This is the Joplin and Four States Area Networking Connection. And I thank you guys for tuning in. And just to start out, for the record, we nor will we ever be giving legal, investment, or health advice on this channel. Our opinions are our own. And if you need those services, you should seek competent advisors in those fields. This information is presented for entertainment purposes only. You have been warned. And the whole idea behind this concept is the Zig Ziglar quote, you can get everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want. And that's where I'm here with Sarah. So, Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, and then I have some questions for you after that.
Sure. Well, thank you, Rich. Well, I'm the owner of the Social Sip. It's in its infancy. I am in the hospitality, or I was in the hospitality industry for 13 years. While working in that industry, I came about and met an investor who offered me a position as their property manager. And that's actually Dave and Amy Hunt of Hunt Companies. At that time, I started managing 500 doors for them. And that kind of opened up the door for me to kind of free think and, kind of start a business of my own. And I had done a few weddings for a few people, and I had done really well at it. And I thought, well, why not just take it to the next level and, make it a business, make it official. So
that's pretty awesome. Now, when you said you decided to take it, how did you determine there was a market for something like this? I mean, this is kind of a unique thing. I love the idea of it because really, there, like when we set up our wedding in Florida, we were lucky enough to have at a hotel with a bar, but there's a lot of places now that have facilities but don't have a liquor license.
Right. Well, how it came about is I did a few weddings with a friend, and I suggested that, we take it bigger because there's obviously a need for it. And she is actually a general manager of a really big restaurant chain and has a family, and just I don't think had the time to do so. And I'm in a great position where I can. So and actually, in fact, while I was doing a gig one evening, I had somebody message me and say, hey, are you available on October 23rd? A couple hundred people wedding. And I said, sure. And I just realized when I started doing really well off of these that there was a market. And in fact, I met with Josh Shackles from Bridal Bliss, and he said that there definitely is a market. There's at least 30 weddings a month in this county alone.
Wow.
And there's just not a whole lot of people doing what I do besides Shakers and Springfield. And so I would really I'd love to blow them out of the water. That's what I'm going for. Go big or go home. So, and I have a team. Being in the hospitality industry for so long, I have a team of great people that can assist me in that. I can book out parties and supply other bartenders besides myself.
Okay.
So that's something I'm really excited about. I'm just waiting on the work to come. I'm planting the seeds, and I know it's coming.
Right. So yeah, I'm sure this is as we get into the spring and fall, you'll probably really get swamped is when things probably people need to start booking now for those, I'm guessing.
Yes. Right now it's holiday parties. I've got a baby shower for a well-known
baby shower of booze. I like that.
Yeah, my kind of baby shower, huh? No, and it's actually for a well-known investor. His wife is having a baby. They're having a baby. So it's I'm really excited about that.
That's awesome. Yeah. So how long have you actually been bartending and doing that, because the business is pretty new, right?
Yes, the business is new, probably about 6 months. 13 years, though, I have experience in bartending.
Okay, so you know all the fancy ones and
Yes.
Can you do the spinning cups and in the air and all that fun stuff?
Yeah, no, I'm not that fancy.
I'm not either, so don't feel bad. A lot of broken glass when I tried that.
No, I'm not into wasting alcohol and breaking things.
Right. Yeah. Good call. So you don't want to waste that inventory. So
no.
So what, and now I do want to say, what, are you licensed in to be able to do this in Kansas and Missouri then?
I will be at the first of the year. Right now,
Okay.
we just do per event licensing. It's
Okay.
fairly easy to do and fairly inexpensive, but I will be licensed at the first of the year fully.
Awesome. So, and then, so what was your biggest issue getting this whole thing started? Cause I can just see like, I mean, obviously it's, we're so close to state lines and everything, and that has to be kind of a little bit of a interesting part of it. But what was I think the biggest thing that you kind of hurdle that you had to overcome to get this rolling?
There hasn't really been a whole lot of hurdles. I've been planting the seeds and advertising, and I've really only had one setback or rejection, and I can work around that. So there hasn't been any so far. I'm sure there will be, and there's a certain amount of fear when going to an event because it's always a learning experience. There's always something new. And nothing has necessarily went wrong, but it's just, I mean, it's something new every time.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah, you're never going to be able to, I mean, things pop up all the time. So, and that's the thing, being able to roll with it and get it figured out. So I have no doubt you'll be able to get that done.
Yeah, preparation is key. Knowing your client, knowing their needs, showing up early to get the ball rolling. So I tend to show up about an hour to an hour and a half before an event to make sure there's no last minute trips to Walmart or, just make sure we're prepared and everybody's happy, because once it starts, it doesn't stop.
So here's the thing. This is a question I always ask everybody, because I know typically somebody's out there. Did anybody tell you that'll never work?
No.
No, really? Awesome.
No.
That's fantastic.
In fact, I'm pretty sure I have some people that are trying to mimic me out there now.
Oh, is that right? Well,
yeah, competition is healthy.
Form of flattery, right?
Yes, exactly. I thought the same thing. So there's a market for it, and I'm not the least bit intimidated, because there's plenty for everyone to eat, right?
That's right. Well, here's the thing: if you're hungry, it's out there. You just got to go pick it off the vine.
Oh yeah, and my golden rule is I do something every day to promote my business, whether it be a Facebook post, whether I talk to somebody. I do one thing every day because that's achievable. I may do more, but if I do one thing, then I feel like I've met my mark.
You did more than 90% of the other people.
That's what Dave said.
Yeah,
right. That's what Dave says. So
I know I like Dave. He and I are alike. So
what was that?
I said I like Dave a lot. He and I are a lot alike.
Yes, he's a great mentor. Him and Amy, I'm so fortunate to have them backing me. I can go anytime I have a question or just anything. I can ask them and they have the answers. Like, I am just blessed.
Yeah, well, that's one of our questions for later. So I'll have to get.
Okay, sure.
So I think I know the answer. Do you love what you do now?
I love it.
I
do everything. I'm constantly busy. I'm just and there's even some things that have come up over the weekend that are new developments. Someone suggested that I have my own property management company. And I said, let's not put the cart in front of the horse, but I'm open to ideas. So
now,
yeah.
Okay. So how this all came about? Because you and another friend were talking about it, thought there was a need in the market, and then it happened.
Yes.
Right. You put it together. That's how because that's how my question is, how'd you find the job? Well, we kind of covered that earlier, but that's, and that's really how things happen in life, right? Look, there's this I can have this widget that fills this void and I can go do whatever. And I already have the skill sets or know the people. So,
right. Well, yes, I have the network already and the skills. I'm very good at it. And it was just kind of out of a necessity as well. I'm trying to earn capital to invest in real estate, and it just works. It's just, it's working. It's proven to work already. So I'm very excited about it, obviously.
So if someone is watching and wanted to follow in the same career path, would you recommend doing it the way you did? Or is there a better way that you would recommend?
So far, no, but ask me in a year.
Okay, awesome. That's fair.
Ask me in
That's
a
a fair
year.
statement. So, I mean, because there's a thing we're always learning. I mean, we should be. If we're not,
Right.
we're going to find out the hard way that we should have been.
Yes,
So,
that's very important. Always read. I
yeah.
always have a book. Try to make time for that. Networking is important because
Hmm.
fortunately it's who you know
Yes. Right.
sometimes. So
So, my next question is, what do you need help with now? Like, what the people watching right now at home, what or me even, what can we do to help you? Um, Kind of just whatever.
I want to get the word out about us and that we are different than our competitors. We bring fun and class to the industry, and it's just going to be a good time.
And now here's the question I alluded to earlier. Do you have a mentor?
I do, Dave and Amy Hunt.
That's
I
awesome.
do.
And
Yeah.
give a little bit what Dave and Amy do, because they're great people. From I just know Dave, but I mean I'm sure if Amy's hanging around with him, she's got to be okay.
Amy is a commercial realtor. She does really well at that. She keeps Dave in line.
That's good. We all
um,
need somebody like that in our life.
we do. We definitely do. Yes. And they keep me in line. Like I said, I'm blessed to just have someone I can go to and ask questions that's been there. And, so far I've gotten positive feedback that I'm doing everything correctly, and kind of skipping some of the mistakes that they may have made. Not that they make any, but
Well, and we all do, but it's just learning from
right.
them. That's the key, right?
Right. No, I absorb everything they tell me. So it's amazing.
Now, here's the how did you find those folks?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, working in the hospitality industry for 13 years at the same place, the Joplin area REIA, which is the Real Estate Investor Association. I still have to look at the name because
I
it's a
know it's
long
me
one.
too.
But yeah, I started out taking their party and taking care of them, and they were just in awe of how well I handled that many people. And I got to where it just took one time for them to order their drink or whatever they wanted for me to remember what they liked.
Oh yeah.
So I built a rapport with those people. And then Dave, he obviously was he liked that I was so great at my job and so loyal and dedicated for so long that at first he offered me a position part-time. So I would go in the evenings after I was done for the day, and I would train on how to run his multi-million-dollar company. And now I'm running
That's
500
awesome.
doors. Got a pretty good handle on it so far. So, and it's
Well, and
preparing me
that's the
for,
interesting thing. I think people don't realize is that you weren't out looking for these folks, but they found you because
no.
you were giving 100% and showing them what you were capable of
Mhm.
prior to even there wasn't really a job there until they said, "Boy, you're really awesome at this. We
Yeah.
think we can have you do something for us."
Yes, and now I'm a member of that association. Isn't that neat?
Isn't that crazy? I mean, and
Yeah.
you're looking at getting into real estate
Mhm.
and I mean, here's the thing, you have the best mentors,
Yes.
having the two of them involved because
Yes.
they've already had this success and they can show you, "Hey, look, here's what to do." They already
And
have the
not to
connections and the network.
Yes, and not to mention the people that they work with. I have been in contact with them, and I've learned from them as well.
Yeah.
I know that like Tim Weems and Chris Forsyth that are presidents or owners of that association, and they
Mhm.
made the point that it's nice to get with like-minded people and network and just share ideas, and it brings about a whole different realm of creativity.
It does. And here's the thing. Sometimes it helps with like I get a lot of like I'll be the first one to tell you I've had some of the wildest, craziest ideas ever on different things. And it's nice to go into a room where some other people go, well, that's not that crazy. That's not, maybe if you just
Right.
did this, it would work out great. Cause there's a lot of times when I get just a wild, and I mean, I call the people at the real estate office and I'm like, hey, I was thinking about this. And they're like, is that even legal? You know, I don't know. That's a great
Yes,
question too.
that's the thing. The hamster's always turning. There's so many moving parts, but it's a lot of fun. I wouldn't change it.
Yeah,
So
no, and I'm happy for you and your success so early on in both these ventures, because I know you're going to be successful in both of them because you work
thank
hard.
you. I
You show up
do.
and you're really going to do fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
Just do what it takes and do the work. That's the advice I have for anybody that is trying to succeed in whatever. You've got to put in the work and show up. It's not just going to happen. You're not lucky when you have success. It doesn't just fall into your
right.
lap.
It's so
So,
funny. I see a lot of people comment like, a lot of people say, oh yeah, well, he just got lucky with one thing. And it's like, no, there
nope.
was thousands of failures prior to that
Mm-mm.
one lucky moment,
Yep.
that got really everything going.
Yes, I know several stories that are very inspiring. A lot of people, you wouldn't know that they had the struggles they did just to get to where they are. It's amazing. It's very
Yeah.
inspiring.
Right.
So,
So, and then, okay, so how can people get a hold of you if they want? I put our links in the bottom, and by the way, share all this with your friends if you're out there watching still. But how can they get a hold of you? I know there's some of the links in the thing, but like phone number and email, if you want to give that out now, that'd be a great time.
okay. My phone number is 417-629-7443, and email is the social sip, all lowercase, at yahoo.com.
Okay.
I also have a LinkedIn. I have Messenger. A lot of people like Facebook Messenger these days. So
Yep.
I'm also available there.
And those links are in the description, so everybody should be able to get on there and find you that way. So, and do you have like an online calendar that people can go on and see that things are available? Have you thought about setting anything like that up?
I'm going to have a website with that. That's probably
Awesome.
something that I will. That's going to be my focus in January.
Okay. I think that's a great
Definitely.
idea, because
I
then
do
if people are
too.
looking at scheduling events, they can see your
Yes.
availability.
You don't know how many people have asked me, do you have a website? So
Oh, yeah.
it's looking like I need one.
Yeah.
So,
That's the thing, to look credible at all anymore.
yes.
If you don't have a website, people are like, what?
And I've also gotten set up on Google. I've got verified that my business account yesterday, so I'm set up there.
Awesome.
Still doing a couple of adjustments on that, but set up that way. So, yeah.
All right. Well, as things come up and you need things, don't hesitate to reach out to me when we're at the REIA meeting or even before.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then
I've got your card.
maybe we'll reevaluate in a year and see what advice you might have for people.
That'd be great. That'd be
All
great.
right.
And I'm thinking of business people to send your way if that's what you'd like.
No, yeah, that's fine.
This is-
I'd love to do it because the more people we get on here, the better. I think it's, to me, this is what I really want to do, is just kind of help network everybody. And I think this is a little bit easier than everybody meeting in a room,
It really is. Yeah.
because now we can get individual stories and we can do a lot of stuff with it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I
Right.
look forward to this growing, just to be just a phenomenal thing where I'm not the only one doing it. That's really the goal, is to have other people doing
Right. Right. I understand that dream.
it. So anyway,
Good for you.
well, do you have anything, a last thought before we end it for today?
No, I think we covered everything.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time today. So enjoy the rest of your day working. I know I'm going to. So
Yep. That's
I'm
what
gonna run
I'm
to the gym.
doing.
Well, I'm gonna drive to the gym. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna
Get
drive to
it.
the gym, and I'm not gonna walk on the
Get
treadmill.
it.
So.
Get it. I will not be working out today. I don't think there's time in there, but
Yeah,
more
well,
power to you.
yeah. Thank you. So anyway, well, you have a great day, and I will talk to you later.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody. Be
Rich.
sure to share with your friends, everyone. Have a good day.
Oh, you know I will. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.